Being a wizard in VR really sounds like the ultimate fantasy, with the ability to conjure spells, create potions, and just do all sorts of magical things with the simple flick of a wrist. I mean, come on, as a boring muggle, I'd love to experience the life of Harry Potter for a day. And while a few developers have taken a stab at VR wizardry, most notably Carbon Studios with the Wizards and In Exile Entertainment with the Mage's Tale, no one seems to know how to take these powers and build a compelling game world around them. Developer Alden Dynamics takes the VR experience route, so rather than a full-fledged game populated with enemies and puzzle solving, most of Waltz of the Wizard Extended Edition takes place in just one room, a sanctum of sorts, with a bunch of stuff to mess with. Vials, crystal balls, and spellbooks adorn every shelf and counter, and you're able to pick up and throw practically everything within reach. But that's not what this stuff is here for. Instead, the core of Waltz of the Wizard revolves around experimenting with ingredients to create a variety of spells. Some will turn everything you touch into frogs, butterflies, or expand them into ridiculous proportions, while others will give you the ability to throw fireballs or shoot fireworks from your hands. There are even some mini-games that you can play with a crossbow or lightsaber, which are fun for a minute, but not for much longer. And that's sort of the whole problem with Waltz of the Wizard. You're able to access some secret rooms and an entirely separate quest that warps you to a labyrinth with some really light combat and puzzle solving. It's nothing spectacular, but it does give us a glimpse into the potential that a full-fledged version of this game could have had. And ultimately, despite all the secrets, you've seen everything there is to see in about 90 minutes. So what initially seems like an endlessly entertaining, wonderfully magical room filled to the brim with enchanted objects, it quickly loses a bit of its luster. Spells don't stack on top of each other, meaning you can't turn a book into a frog, then switch spells and make the frog giant, or light it on fire, or something equally cruel, really limiting player creativity. There are a couple of random events, like a giant who spies on you through a window, or an intruder attempting to invade your sanctum, but there's simply not enough variety here to keep you entertained for very long. And to top it all off, my usually perfect move tracking inexplicably suffered drift at random moments.
Yes, witness the observers that watch us all.
If it sounds like I'm being overtly harsh on Waltz of the Wizard, it's only because I really enjoyed the sense of wonder that the first hour or so delivered, then unfortunately felt equally disappointed when I realized that I'd seen everything it had to offer. Luckily it's only $10, so maybe I'm being a little too critical, but I'd love to see what the developers could do if they had a larger budget, because the core mechanics for something bigger and better are already here.
A single touch from cursed hands makes objects fly and flutter by.